Today, we will talk about how to do a knockdown texture. Let's have a look at the details. Doing a knockdown texture on a wall or ceiling is a great way to hide small imperfections and add visual interest to the surface. Applying a knockdown texture requires proper technique, a steady hand, and specialized equipment, including an air-powered joint compound spray gun. The trick to doing a knockdown texture is spraying on the texture lightly and evenly, then knocking it down gently and quickly. With some practice, applying a knockdown texture is a project that most DIYers can handle. The first step is prepping the room and your materials. Remove all furniture, fixtures, and outlet covers from the room. The more you can get out of the way, the easier it will be to do the knockdown texture on the walls or ceiling. Move out all of the furniture that you can. Even if you're only texturing the walls, the spray will get on items even in the center of the room. Clean, patch, and/or paint the walls or ceiling as needed. You can do a knockdown texture on new or old walls and ceilings, but the preparation process will vary based on your needs. If the wall or ceiling is new, unpainted plaster or drywall, make sure the surface is as smooth as possible. If there are dents, nail holes, or other blemishes in an older wall or ceiling, patch them with spackle, sand them smoothly, and prime them before proceeding. Cover or tape over everything in the room that you don't want textured. Cover the floor completely with drop cloths, and use plastic sheeting and painter's tape to cover any trim, windows, or other areas that aren't being textured. Assemble the spray gun according to the product instructions. Go to a home improvement store and rent or buy a drywall spray gun kit, including a hopper, 8 to 12 millimeters nozzle, air hose, and 30 to 40 psi air compressor. Rely on the instructions that come with the gun for assembly guidance, and ask for a demo when you rent or buy the spray gun. Mix the joint compound and water until you get a pancake batter consistency. The second step is applying the knockdown texture. Fill the hopper partway and set up a spray testing area. Scoop or pour the mixed joint compound into the spray gun's attached hopper until it's 1/2 to 2/3 full. Read the product instructions to ensure that you know how to turn on, use, and turn off the air compressor properly. Practice your spraying technique on the test surface. Following the spray gun's instructions, squeeze the trigger to release a loose spray of joint compound. Spray the texture on the wall or ceiling in 3 feet x 3 feet. 91 centimeters x 91 centimeters sections. Wait 10 to 15 minutes, or until the sprayed texture dries only slightly. As soon as this happens, grab your knockdown knife to finish the job. And the third step is completing the knockdown texture. Run the knockdown knife over the texture in a straight line, using light pressure. Use a knockdown knife with an 18-in, 46 centimeters, rubber blade for this job. Wipe off the knockdown knife blade after every stroke. Dampen a rag in some clean water and run it over the rubber blade of the knockdown knife to wipe away the excess joint compound that you scraped off the textured area. Work in from the opposite edge to complete your first row of knockdowns. Continue to smooth the texture in straight rows with minimal overlap. Work at a brisk pace. You'll have about 10 to 15 minutes until the texture dries too much to be easily smoothed over. Keep your smoothing lines as straight as possible. Let the texture dry overnight before cleaning up the room. The knockdown texture may be dried and set in only a few hours, but it's best to give it at least 8 hours. After that, you can remove all the plastic sheeting, painter's tape, and drop cloths in the room, and put all the electric fixtures and cover plates back in place. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you like our videos.